Get ready for the morning rush.
Let's start with Kristen Curry. Kristen?
Good morning. We'll begin with our next big weather maker. Nowhere to be found today. We only have just a few spot showers trying to get up over the higher terrain. Majority of New Mexico and southern Colorado looking at sunshine today. Overnight, a clear sky. Tomorrow looking totally clear across the board. Send it back to you.
And we're following the day's top stories. We start with Catherine Mazzone.
Clinton takes the second debate. That's according to two recently released polls following last night's face-off between two presidential candidates. A CNN poll revealed Clinton outdid her opponent by 57% to Trump's 34%. A research group, YouGov's poll, indicates Clinton won 47 to 42%. Many of this morning's headlines, however, detailed the combative nature of last night's debate, with both parties going to blows. There were a few kind words, however, when someone asked if either candidate had something nice to say about the other. Clinton says she respects Trump's children, while Trump calls Clinton a fighter. Adam?
New Mexicans are facing an important election-related deadline this morning. With 28 days to go, voters must be registered to vote by tomorrow. Voters can register via online submissions or mailed registrations. Registration forms are also available at any county clerk's office, the office of the Secretary of State, or any office offering public assistance.
On to new news this morning. German police say they've arrested a 22-year-old Syrian man who they say was the subject of a nationwide hunt. He's believed to have been preparing a bomb attack. Investigators said they found several hundred grams of volatile explosives hidden inside the man's apartment. German media report that the suspect is believed to be connected to Islamic extremist groups.
And new this morning, the father of a suspect accused of killing two police officers in Palm Springs told a neighbor his son wanted to shoot cops. John Felix was flushed out of his home after a 12-hour standoff and arrested shortly after. Felix is accused of shooting through the front door of a home when several officers responded to a domestic situation.
Lady Luck's run out on the Trump Taj Mahal. Today it will become the fifth Atlantic City casino to close in 3 years. About 3,000 employees are expected to lose their jobs. The owner, who's not Trump, made the decision to shut down the casino this summer after workers went on strike over health benefits.
Also happening now, Samsung Electronics has temporarily suspended its production on its Galaxy Note 7. Yesterday, two major carriers, AT&T and T-Mobile, said they would stop offering replacements. This after reports that its users claimed their phones were catching fire. Samsung officially recalled the phones last month, blaming faulty batteries. Replacement phones were supposed to solve that problem, but customers have been reporting the same dangerous issues.
Talk about a close call. The guided missile destroyer USS Mason was targeted in a failed missile attack off the coast of Yemen yesterday. The crew of the Mason detected two missiles fired toward the ship from territory in Yemen controlled by Iranian-backed rebels. Both missiles fell into the sea before reaching the destroyer. Kristen?
Coming off a day of severe storms yesterday, today's Metro Threat Index, that is 0. We've got nothing but warm temperatures, light winds about 5 to 15, and sunshine overhead. So enjoy today. We do look to see very similar conditions for the next several days. Adam?
And you're soon going to notice some new signs at a Santa Fe sandwich shop. The owner says he's changing them this week after being sued over the business's name. Its attention-grabbing name and logo was based on local history. But as we told you last week, a national coffee company with a similar name wants them to change it. The local company has since officially changed the registered name and logo with the state. The coffee chain says it's seeking money for damages caused by that confusion.
A Kansas Sheriff's Department on edge this morning following a heinous crime against one of their own. Officials say an off-duty female deputy was kidnapped and sexually assaulted by two men as she headed to work. She was able to eventually escape and ran directly to the sheriff's substation there. Although surveillance video cannot make out the plates on the criminal's car, police are confident they will be able to track them down.
Let's take a look at traffic this morning. It is 6:52. Today is a federal holiday, so we expect traffic to be pretty light, pretty easy today. Things are green right now on metro area roads. We'll keep you posted if that changes, but for now, we'll move on to the headlines once again. Sarah?
Happening now, organizers with the International Balloon Fiesta say they'll begin planning for next year's event starting today. Over 3,000 volunteers donated their time for the 9 days of Balloon Fiesta. But there was a lot of behind-the-scenes work that many of us probably didn't even think of while we were out at the park. Organizers say it's all those small details that organizers say make a big difference in the end. Filling ruts in the ground with sand, keeping an eye on the restrooms, and coordinating communication between the different safety agencies. Crystal?
This morning, the city hopes some improvements to an Albuquerque park once plagued by garbage and broken glass will bring families back after a makeover. News 13 first told you about the problems at Santa Barbara Park. That's at Broadway and Edith back in May. At a ribbon-cutting ceremony this weekend, the city unveiled a revamped park. including a new playground and renovated basketball courts. Looks pretty neat.
It does. Many people are heading out the door to work right now, but most Americans say Monday through Friday 9 to 5 work schedule is best. That's according to researchers from Harvard and Princeton who surveyed people currently employed or in the job market. It also found that some are willing to take up to a 21% pay cut to work from home.
And finally this morning, grab some cheesecake. Everyone's favorite sassy seniors, the Golden Girls, have traveled down the road and back again. This time as action figures. Rose, Dorothy, Blanche, and Sophia, with her trademark handbag right there, are now collectible figurines. They'll be making an appearance at New York's Comic-Con and will then be available for sale to the general public. It's kind of their way of saying thank you for being a fan. That you get it.
I got it. That's pretty neat. All right, time now for the 5 facts you need to know.
And we start with number 5. 2 local balloon racers are celebrating a big win this morning. Peter Cunio and Barbara Fricke won the America's Challenge gas balloon race after landing near Monroe City, Missouri. Their winning distance, get this, 866 miles. That's pretty far.
That's pretty far. Good for them. Number 4, Albuquerque's Animal Welfare Department is preparing for another training course for pit bull owners this coming Saturday. The director says the breed fills 20 to 30% of its shelters and says because they're often seen as aggressive, it makes it harder to adopt them out. During October, volunteer trainers teach pit bull owners important skills, and local stores donate treats and training tools. Details on our website, krqe.com.
At number 3, cool temperatures out there now as most of us are walking up to 40s and 50s, even colder up in southern Colorado. But the storms we had yesterday, gone. Clear sky to start the day. We've got nothing but sunshine expected here in the metro as we get into this afternoon. Our temperature is even warmer, topping out near 77 here in the Duke City today. There is just a slight chance of a few of these spot showers favoring the higher terrain. It's not going to be as widespread as what we had yesterday, and I do not expect these storms to be severe. I will let you know, though, if that changes.
On to number 2 now. With Halloween just around the corner, Albuquerque police are asking people to keep clown masks off. This as 3 teens face citations after officers say they scared an employee at a Babies R Us near Eubank and I-40 over the weekend. APD says 2 13-year-olds and a 14-year-old wore masks, with one of them carrying what turned out to be an airsoft gun. The boys were cited for obstructing traffic on I-40 because they darted across the interstate when police arrived. They were released to their parents, but again, they are facing citations this morning.
Number 1, people likely still talking about last night's presidential showdown this morning. Just minutes after the debate, we spoke with both Clinton and Trump supporters here. Clinton supporters think she did well, hitting on key issues that matter to them. Meanwhile, there was no official GOP watch party here in the state as local Republicans appear to have turned on Trump following the release of his 2005 remarks. State and Bernalillo County GOP of New Mexico say they don't plan on having a watch party for the next debate, citing Trump's crude comments. The two square off again next week.
If you want to learn more on this, go to our website, krqe.com. So coming up, we have a lot on our Fox New Mexico show that includes our Hug a Horse segment. Yeah, it's a cool nonprofit organization that helps rehabilitate and then gets these horses out for adoption. You don't want to miss that.
We'll also be talking with Cottonwood Mall. I'm thinking a fashion show is headed our way soon, so you want to stick around for that.
We'll be right back after the break. Stay with us.